Okay. Recording restarted. Seems to be the way I've avoided you fucking steady on as I'm trying to big myself up. Seems to have been the way that's avoided freezing if every now and then I just reset the recording. It's not a cool solution. I'm not happy with it. Oh, look at these fish. That's some good Resident Evil 4 healing. I didn't even look to see where those helicopters were. Hope there's no crocodiles. Best reuse that animation quick. $12 enhanced handgun ammo. February 18th, there's a collapse in the Patterson mine. Twan and Beckford are dead. Huxley will never walk on his own again. Old man Sam was right, the ground is too unstable. The company's not going to send us in replacements, we'll work double shifts instead. I can't wait to get back to the old country. Abercrombie salt mine. Are they watching us from that helicopter?
Alpha 1, this is Bravo 1. Do you read?
This is Alpha 1. Report. Did you find anything?
A thorough search of the Baker property revealed 0 survivors. Repeat, 0 survivors. We did find evidence of a skirmish.
Evelyn?
Negative. However, we did find several encrypted messages from the Baker's son Lucas to an unknown third party. You can probably guess who that was.
That's just great. We've had reports using the abandoned mine south of the property. I'm gonna go have a look.
Roger that. We'll meet you at those coordinates.
If you encounter Evelyn, orders are shoot to kill. Repeat, shoot to kill.
Okay. Oh, you even brought the empty cage. That's nice. I got me a shit. Now is the moment of truth. 7 antique coins. Dagnammit. Anyway, so I'm gonna weapons. I'm gonna take my G17 handgun. No, my M19. My M21 shotgun. Let me move you real quick. My machine gun. And my grenade launcher. And that is the weapon lineup. I've got handgun ammo literally for days. And I got all that shit as well. So I'm packing punches. But the big thing, I want to take my X-ray glasses. I want to go sweep the area I just went through, just in case, you know. Oh hey. Burner fuel. Why did I even pick that up? Okay, now to backtrack. Ah, a flame round. Damn it, there's a tree in the way. For like half of my handgun ammo easily now. No. Oh Jesus Christ, got all that ammo back. And a burner fuel. Get out of my inventory. Get right out of my inventory. Which way? Oh. Alright, good one. Can I crouch under this? Nice. Heck. And easy does it. Still in green, baby. And in fact, I'm just gonna chew on that herb. Now that's healing. Just sneak down here real quick. Oh, who gives a shit? It's mag ammo. Didn't even get the magnum. No, I've got so many rodent bombs. That was kind of spooky. Not gonna lie. Yeah, the freeze frame really gave it a special effect. And a poo. Push quicker, push quicker. Come on, mate. Got things to do here. Am I missing anything over there? Like hell I did. You can tell there's bombs because it's Lucas's place. Thank God. Imagine being the kind of person who picks up burner fuel and breaks boxes like these. I know you game. Steroids, don't fucking mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, may I have your attention, please? I am swole AF. Friday. Thanks to you guys, it's been about a week since my head's been cleared and back to normal, and she still thinks she's got me. You guys really need to work on fixing that. Lord, she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one too. Mom and Dad are still under though. I was wondering, is this whole family obsession something you guys programmed into her? It's kind of fucked up. That bitch Mia is still somewhere in between Evie, La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia's her favourite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia's her mommy. Like I said, your bioweapon is fucked up. Evelyn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the street to add to a freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around, but it's a pain in the ass for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin's getting all wrinkly and she's getting grey hairs. That's supposed to happen. It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden. Does Evie is grandma? I'll never tell. Oh, this is the reading episode, everybody. This report details the symptoms that appear when the bacterium, hereafter referred to as mold, that grows inside the E-Series infects a human. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with E-Series weaponized assets. Yeah, this is the exposition dump where it's like, we forgot to tell anybody how it works, so here you go. Initial infection. The mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself and slowly takes over cells within the body. As a side effect of this, the infected subject gains remarkable generative abilities. During experiments, we removed arms and legs from test subjects and found they were able to coapt the amputated limbs in a matter of minutes. Mid-stage infection. Once the mold reaches the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-Series asset. The subject starts to hear things and experience hallucinations and soon comes under complete control of the E-Series asset. If this state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego. After every cell in the body has been taken over by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. Physical mutations differ from case to case, but all result in him or her acquiring incredible physical strength. Containing a subject at this stage would be extremely difficult. "5 minutes after dose, vomiting. E-Series dosage test. That's a necrotoxin. That's the thing that kills them. So I'm just testing it out. 12 mins after dose, cell calcification. 10 mins after dose, death. The necrotoxin destroys cells of any subject based on E-Series bioweapon model. Used only for disposal of E-Series assets. The toxin must be stimulated before use. Do so by placing a sample of the E-Series cells into the necrotoxin container. which is this strange bottle. And then they like run that through that skeleton boy that like hates me, child, and give me this. Oh boy. This project was instigated in 2000 as one of several concepts for the company NextBAS, Next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative, working with technical assistance from HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants en masse with minimal and direct contact. NextBAS was later folded and all its assets diverted to this project. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants. Since this effectively eliminates the costs of not only POW handling, but also combat itself, it's no wonder we had and even organization chomping at the bit to get on board. The project would never have existed were it not for the discovery in Way of Way, a remarkably progressed vicariant evolution fungus that we commonly term the mutamycete. The fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the mutamycete genome to a pre-stage 4 human embryo, and perform cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. The resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on usability from impractical to faulty. From the impractical and faulty, Series A through D, to the perfected E series. A common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl, to ensure ease of blending in with urban refugee populations. The first E-series specimen, named Evelyn, is proven capable of secreting the mutamycete Y from her tissue at will. It is also noted that Evelyn's mutamycete imposes a profound control of her body and mind when induced into a host organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn activates and maintains this control, but the working theory is that the vector is similar to an auto-inducer of pheromones used for quorum sensing in Pseudomonas bacteria. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucination. Almost immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there, and even hear her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infection reveal that at first, the phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. The psychological shock this induces helps to break down the mind's natural barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effects, and by the time mental control is achieved, the mutamycete infections progress through body cells to the body wing. Yo, well, you know what, dickhead? You know what? Why did I see her in the video that Mia made for me when she was running away from Marguerite? How could we see her in the video? I wasn't literally taking a recording of Mia's mind. Idiot. I win, video game. Evelyn's functions also include the ability from organisms to form organisms from mycelia of fungal filaments. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important, though, is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. The researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold and also molded as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. Yeah. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing Way on samples of Evelyn's body tissue produces a unique fungicidal serum. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify, but if the subject cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. Since the treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use, therefore, is disposal of infected subjects rather than a cure. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjecting it to Way would enhance its effects to extreme potency, becoming a compound we now call the E-necrotoxin, which Way in even tiny amounts. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behaviour is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she was really their daughter. Why does she settle upon family as a theme for her mental control? This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest she's making up for a perceived lack of love in a quarantine upbringing. Her parents' love. Alright, you don't really... No, okay, good. Alright, let's get out of this shithole. I don't want to read ever again. Look at me. I'm stacked, baby. You know what? Let's drop the glasses, everybody. I've got a lot of rounds, so I'm just gonna leave it. This is my legacy. And also there might still be some fighting to happen. I have so many enhanced rounds for this. I don't do anything over here. Unlikely, but I best check. No. I don't wanna. Ow. Let me pass, please. One. Man. There we are. Wow, he was big. Up. You fellow. What was it? You got anything for me? What? Oh my god. I'll take that at least. Alright, let's get out of this shithole. Maybe I can get to a doctor and I can reattach my hand prop. Just squeeze in here real quick. Ah, this is weird. Oh. Just casually getting that machine at a map at the end. And a save point. Let's go. Remember this place, everybody? When Mia went apeshit?
I'm sure of it. It's not here. It's gone. It's gone!
Alright. Now we're back on the Baker estate. It doesn't feel like your push should demolish something. That was cool.
This is your fault.
I don't think it is.
Why am I saying this?
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me.
You look drunk.
I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't.
This is really cringe. Oh,
It fucking hurts!
Does it want to be my daddy? Then he can die.
slap her.
Now it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
Nuh-uh. I don't believe it is.
Help!
Allow me to cut.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
Forget about me.
I like how the sound of this sound of the chainsaw like simmered down. Oh. Jesus. Hey.
Get away!
I do. I swear I do.
You.
Why does everyone hate me?
Valid question. Ow. That was your boxing jab. What? Give me a second.
You're just a little bird.
I need to reload this real quick. Ow, that hurt. Do you mind? Ow. Ow.
I just wanted a family.
Nearly dead. Leave me alone.
Use it!
Playtime.
Damn, look at that one go. Hey.
I'm Redfield.
No, you're not. You look way different.
The fuck took you guys so long?
That's just a guest house.
Ethan?
Hey.
Mia. You made it. I'm glad.
Did I?
Did you?
They say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Mia and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way. Now Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia. But now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us. Maybe this is where the next door opens.
and Rhodey. Go tell Aunt Rhodey.
Now, who is Aunt Rhodey exactly?
Go tell Aunt Rhodey.
Like in the lore of this game, I guess maybe they're just using a licensed song or something, but it's just kind of weird, isn't it? Like, who's Aunt Rhodey supposed to be in like the game?
I was raised in a deep dark hole. A prisoner.
Look at that spaghetti.
No parole. They locked me up and took my soul. Go tell Aunt Rhodey. Go tell Aunt Rhodey. Go tell Aunt Rhodey that everybody's
Bibble.
call to him and he will come. She'll run to him like he's the one. His arms outstretched, but when she's done, he'll be torn apart. Go tell Aunt Rhodey. 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 Go tell Aunt Rhodey that everybody's
Okay, so that is Resident Evil 7. I've been streaming for like 6 hours, I think. Streaming, recording, 6 hours. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's like 4. It's like 6 hours. So my voice is a little tired, but hopefully that means I can get all caught up and out before Resident Evil 8 comes out, which is later this week. Because right now it is technically Monday, like 2 AM on a Monday. Alright, just kind of pumping for some credits. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully that's a taste of what the gameplay is going to be like in Resident Evil 8. Hopefully with a bit more variety in the enemies you're facing, and with more features, like inventory differences, merchant features, that kind of stuff. So it'll be kind of a combination of the last 2 Resident Evils I played, really, alongside its own narrative and its own upgrades to the system. So I'm really looking forward to that. With this, I couldn't say this playthrough is a genuine one, in a way, because although it didn't exactly help me speedrun the game, using those classes I was able to see all these items around the world, which honestly, like, when you take Psycho Serum in the game and you realize just how many items you've passed by, you're like, oh my god, these are hidden literally everywhere. Because kind of unlike Resident Evil 2 remake, it's really hard to see some of these items, and they're really nestled in or just made as part of the background, which is really cool because there's so many that you can find if you should go and scavenge. And there's a lot of times where you're like, I'm a little bit short on supplies, so I'm going to go trek back over the areas that I covered and see if I missed anything. And a lot of times there's stuff you've missed. That's really cool. But having those glasses definitely made me come out of there with an absolute sack of ammo and goodies. And then those two fat guys at the end really didn't take much to go down. And I don't typically like using like the grenade launchers for your basic enemies. So I wonder how hard they're supposed to be. Because it's not like I was using Euro rounds on random dudes. Oh. Anyway, just trying to pass the time. I thought maybe I'd get my redundant commentary in during the credits rather than after the credits. So yeah, we're going to be continuing the story of Ethan Winters in Resident Evil 8. Which is the first time a Resident Evil game has gone one after another being the same protagonist. The closest you could say to it is Resident Evil 5 into 6, both have Chris Redfield. But Resident Evil 6 has 4 storylines in it. A Leon storyline, a Chris storyline, a storyline of a new character Jake, and his kind of like sidekick co-op character is Sherry from Resident Evil 2, because she grows up and becomes a government agent naturally. And a Data campaign. So to say that, it's kind of disingenuous to say that technically that fills it, because there's so many campaigns in that you're more than likely going to find the same character. And Chris's campaign, that was probably one of the worst ones. I mean, they're kind of in scaling quality, but mainly from the perspective of that it's an action horror. It's an action game with horror-themed enemies rather than a horror game. The one with Sherry in it is a bit more like, oh, you're constantly being chased kind of horror feel it's supposed to be. And Leon is a bit more natural Resident Evil survival horror. At least it is for the first couple. And then Chapter 2 and 3 of that story is you just literally going further and further down into the earth. It's pretty ridiculous. And then you think you've gone all the way down. And then you go further down, you end up in this giant hole in the middle of the earth. And then you keep going down. And then you get to like underwater lake. And you fight as you fall down over like a waterfall or rapids. So you go so far down, it's ridiculous. And then at the end of it all, you kind of splash out like from a waterfall nearby to where you started. It's like, come on. Your sense of spatial awareness is ridiculous, Resident Evil. Oh, what's this gentle jam that's going on? It's not gentle anymore. It's hard. I remember this. This is the track that's supposed to play when you're fighting the fat guy in the barn. But I kind of blasted his head while he was waiting. It's pretty funky. I'm into it. So the next game we're playing on the channel, skipping Resident Evil 8 entirely. I don't care anymore. We're going to do Pokemon Channel. Not even Pokemon Snap, the new one or anything. Pokemon Channel. The game where you watch TV with your Pikachu. For like 5 days straight. And I mean real days, because you actually have to wait till the next day for it to progress. And you sat there just watching TV with your Pikachu. Take part in like game shows on the TV. Where it's like, who is this Pokemon? And it makes a noise and you go, that's a Pidgey! And they give you money for it. And then teleshopping on like QVC essentially. Being like, I want to buy a new TV with all the money I got from guessing the Pokemon noise. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do next. That's a vital game to put on the list. That's an easy 5 days of content. And by easy, I mean I'd actually have to record every day. If I wanted to put them up daily. That'd be quite a pain in the ass. This is already gonna be a weird pain because this is in so many different parts. I'm gonna have to keep splicing together. House of Moves. What a nice little logo you got there. Here's to Zoik. It's always kind of weird when you see like the military and tactical equipment logos, but I guess it's because they had to get like designs from someone. Pole Town or Towin? I don't know. That's kind of weird. Getty Images. Using some stock things, baby. I thought it's foot design. Oh, that is funny. We got this company to design the feet. We wanted to really make sure that the feet were just as wet and stinky looking as the rest of the game. That's kind of weird looking. In this case, a girl named Evelyn, which can be purchased and raised to suit their specifications. That's in game, by the way. What? That was in game, I swear. It just didn't do anything afterwards. 5 hours and 12 minutes of in-game time. My vision's adjusted to the fact that I've seen those credits. I didn't get all the files. I really didn't get all the files. But I think I skipped a lot because I had to replay the game like pretty much from the start. And by pretty much from the start, I mean like but when I reloaded the last save, I was 6 minutes into the game, and I had to make up for 2 hours of recording. I only got 15 Mr. Everywheres. I really did not do that great considering I was wearing glasses that showed me where everything is. 4 lots of steroids user. So that's Resident Evil 7. So there is, in the extra content, I don't know if I have it all, but as the banned footage, I don't have it. End of Zoe, don't have it. Not a Hero, have that. So Not a Hero is a campaign where Chris Redfield goes after Lucas to beat him up because he's a baddie, and he's going at all times. And at some point in the campaign, somebody's probably like giving him praise, and he's like, "No, I don't deserve praise. I'm not a hero." All right, go fuck yourself, Chris. End of Zoe is perhaps the coolest thing that's ever been done in a video game, where a new danger has emerged. Jack's brother, Joe Baker, who just lives out in a swamp, like a proper swamp boy. Like, he just lives in a rickety shack out in the swamp and, like, eats millipedes to sustain himself. And he must face this danger with his bare hands, or his bare fists. It's literally a game where you go through and you're fighting all the normal enemies and bosses and all that. Just with your bare hands, just give them like the 1-2 punch combo. And in the boss fights, you start doing wrestling moves to each other, like you're power bombing each other. It's fucking magnificent. Absolutely disgusting how good that is. In terms of enjoyment factor, in terms of like being like part of the canon Resident Evil universe, you probably could do without it. Also, it's like weeks after Evelyn's gone. It's kind of weird that they're just hanging out still. And the banned footage, that's real cool. That's where you play as Clancy a lot of the time. And there's like one where you're surviving against waves of enemies. And that's like your interaction with Jack. Because he shows up in that. You can fight him off as an enemy. And it's supposed to be like after he survives that. No, sorry. He first starts off with Marguerite, and he's trapped in a room where he's like hooked to a bed. And she's trying to make him eat food. And you gotta try and find a way to escape without tipping off to the fact that you are escaping every time she leaves. There's some horrible death scenes in that. And then, because he's in Granny's room, you know, with the bed that slides out of the way. So when he escapes that, he goes under there, and then he ends up in like the dissection area, the morgue and all that. So he has to hold out there, like so many waves until like whatever time. And then, you know, he escapes from Jack. And then he gets captured by Lucas for some reason. And he has to play Lucas in it, play against Lucas in a card game essentially. But like other people Lucas has captured, he has to play cards against them. And it's like, you know, like first 21, you know, hit me, stay, all that malarkey. And every time that like the loser of each round like has a finger cut off, and it advances to like getting electrocuted, and then you'd bet how many like volts it's gonna go up. It's like push it to lethal level, but you're kind of dueling them, and being like, okay, I'll bet 5 volts that I'm gonna win this hand. But then, you know, if I don't want to lose, it's theirs because the 5 volts, not yours. And then, timeline-wise, he then gets dragged away into the Happy Birthday mini game, where he burns to death. So that's pretty sad, because he has a whole arc which just ends in him just being trapped helpless in a room, burning to death. Despite him being pretty badass otherwise. So yeah, that's going to be me signing off for now. Thank you for joining me for all this. I've only got 2 episodes up at the moment. I've recorded all the rest of it after that because I just need to get it done. That's the biggest thing. So let me know what you guys think. And thank you for hanging out and watching this. It means a lot to me. Take care, everyone, and just do your thing. I have no idea what my ending could be. You know, I just think about other YouTubers' endings. Bye.